Hello and welcome to Mouse in the Mitten Trivia Pod, a podcast where you can test your Disney trivia knowledge over a variety of topics. My name's Court and I will be your host. Our game will consist of 5 rounds of 6 questions covering everything from your basic Disney facts to some unknown. Each question will be worth 1 point unless otherwise noted. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mouse in the Mitten. And if you're watching us over on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and of course, make sure that you are commenting what your score is. Now, there are a lot of things going on at Disney, and we're going to talk about a few of them that are coming up in the future as well today. And if you ever want some help, some navigation in terms of what's going on there, all you got to do is reach out to me at mouseinthemitten@gmail.com. We can get you all set and all taken care of. Well, this will be our final show of 2024. Next week's Christmas, the week after that is New Year's. Just a lot of craziness going on. I'm taking 2 weeks off. And with that being said, in 2025, we are actually going to start doing our shows on Monday. So instead of ending your week with Disney trivia, we're going to start your week with Disney trivia. It just sets us up a lot better for a lot of other things we got going on. So super excited about that. With that being said, though, we are going to kind of maneuver a couple of things today as we kind of wrap up 2024 and get excited for 2025. So round 1 will be our movie anniversary. And we're going to talk about a classic Disney film, at least in my eyes, and that's The Emperor's New Groove. So all these questions have to do with that fantastic movie. So let's get started here with question number 1. The Emperor's New Groove came out on December 15, 2000. How long after did the documentary The Sweatbox come out and is about how the movie was made? Question number 2. Yzma is voiced by what famous singer known for her version of Santa Baby? Question number 3. What Soarin' captain plays the voice of Kronk? Question number 4. The theme song guy is performed by what legendary Las Vegas singer? Question number 5. What empire is The Emperor's New Groove set? And question number 6. The guard who wants to go home gets turned into what animal? All right, I'm going to give you a few seconds worth of music, try to come up with those answers, and then I will return. All right, let's get you some answers here on The Emperor's New Groove. So question number 1. The Emperor's New Groove came out on December 15th, 2000. How long after did the documentary The Sweatbox come out and is about how the movie was made? Well, it came out 2 years later in 2002. Now, rumors are, I have not seen this, that it does not paint a very good picture. This movie took 6+ years to make, and they just ran into issue after issue after problem after problem after problem. And this documentary is kind of how that all played out. So it doesn't paint a good light, but at the same point, we did get a, in my opinion, great masterpiece. Question number 2. Yzma is voiced by what famous singer known for her version of Santa Baby? That'd be Eartha Kitt. Now, she is known for a lot more than just singing Santa Baby. She was a brilliant actress and singer as well. But this time of year, when you hear the very first version of Santa Baby, it is Eartha Kitt that you hear. Question number 3. What Soarin' captain plays the voice of Kronk? Well, that would be Patrick Warburton, obviously a phenomenal actor as well, and a great voice actor. He's been around for a long time with a IMDb list that is a mile long of just great movies and shows that he's been in, that he's voiced, everything else like that. Question number 4. The theme song guy is performed by what legendary Las Vegas singer? Well, that would be Tom Jones, which leads me to ask one question. What's new, Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Amongst other songs. I mean, the man is a legend and still performing out in Vegas. It's just awesome. Question number 5. What empire is the Emperor's New Groove set? Well, that would be the Incan Empire. Obviously, this is one of the very first movies that in a very long time that is a Disney animated feature based in South America. Now, they're way back. I mean, we're talking like the Three Cabrons. We're talking like way back then. They did a lot with South America, but this one was one of the more recent ones that was based out of South America until obviously Encanto is based out of Colombia as well. Last but not least, question number 6. The guard who wants to go home got turned into what animal? He got turned into a cow. Remember, all these guards are chasing Kronk and Cusco, and all the potions come down, and all of a sudden, all the guards are changed into different animals, and the one guard goes, I've been turned into a cow. May I go home? And Yzma goes, you may be dismissed. Anyone else? And they all are like, no, we're good. But again, a classic movie. If you haven't watched it in a little while, highly recommend it. And if anything, it'll make you laugh. Continuing on now into round number 2. Round number 2 is our fast facts. This round is filled with simple questions that have simple answers. Today's category is Name the Decade. The way this round works is I'm going to give you the name of a Disney movie. Just have to let me know what decade did that movie come out. So let's get started with question number 1. Bambi. Question number 2. Lady and the Tramp. Question number 3. The Sword and the Stone. Question number 4. The Aristocats. Question number 5. Up. And question number 6. Frozen 2. Now, some of these I kind of bunched together and then we took a giant leap, but hopefully you're able to get that. I will give you not only the decade, but I will give you the exact year that it came out as well. So question number 1. Bambi, well, that is 1940s, came out August 13, 1942. Now, it was part of a good selection of movies that came out in the 40s as Disney started to kind of figure things out. And plus, after the success of Snow White, they were trying to make sure they kept the ball rolling. Question number 2. Lady and the Tramp, well, that would be the 1950s, officially June 22nd, 1955. Not too long after the Red Wings won their very first Stanley Cup. That's how I remember that, is the first year the Red Wings won the Stanley Cup was the same year the Lady and the Tramp came out. So that's my connection there. Question number 3. The Sword and the Stone, well, that would be 1960s, specifically December 25th, 1963. Now, Disney only came out with 3 full-length feature animations in the 60s. Technically, if you want to consider Mary Poppins and some of the animation that was in there as part of the animation, then it's 4, but otherwise it is 3 in the 1960s. Question number 4. The Aristocats, well, that would be the 1970s, December 24th, 1970. So this one is the end of kind of, like I went 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, kind of went in a row there. So hopefully you're able to figure that out. We're going to take a little bit of a jump with question number 5. Up, well, that would be the 2000s. It came out May 29, 2009. So it snuck in there by about 6-7 months into that 2000s range. And last but not least, question number 6. Frozen 2, well, that would be the 2010s. Again, November 22, 2019, literally by about a month and a half. It snuck into those 2010s. Now, again, if we had known what happened literally 4 months later, maybe we would have enjoyed that theatrical experience a little bit more. But yeah, that one snuck in 2019. So yeah, that one's a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed that game as well. Continuing on now into round number 3. Round number 3 is our Connecting the Circles. The way this round works, I'm going to ask you 5 questions that may or may not be Disney related, but the answers do relate somehow through Disney. And that's going to be your 6th and final question, is what is that connection? So let's get started here with question number 1. What is the name paired with the letter Q that is a Hostess dessert consisting of a devil's food cake sandwich with cream in the middle? Question number 2. First name of the fictional character created by P.L. Travers. Question number 3. What is a Spanish or Italian name that means pearl in Latin? Question number 4. What shortened first name is shared by French chefs with the last name of Torres and Papin? Question number 5. Short version of the name Octavius. And question number 6 is, what is that connection? I'm going to give you a few seconds worth of music, try to make that connection, and then I will return. All right, let's see if we can connect those circles. So question number 1. What is the name paired with the letter Q that is a hostess dessert consisting of a devil's food cake sandwich with cream in the middle? Well, that would be Susie. Susie Q's were hostess cakes. They were devil food cakes with cream in the middle. Like it was like a little sandwich, almost a ice cream sandwich that wasn't frozen. They were discontinued a while ago, but Susie Q, feel like there's a lot of Susie Q's out there. Question number 2. First name of the fictional character created by P.L. Travers? Well, that would be Mary. She is the author of Mary Poppins. Obviously, the books that inspired the very well-known Disney movie. Question number 3. What is a Spanish or Italian name that means pearl in Latin? Well, that would be Perla. That is a classic, again, very kind of old-fashioned name that it's not very popular these days, but Perla is Latin for pearl. Question number 4. What shortened first name is shared by French chefs with the last name Torres and Papin? Well, that would be Jacques. They are both well known. Jacques Torres is known for his baking. Jacques Papin is kind of what made French cuisine and how to make French cuisine accessible. He was the one who put it on TV as a very well-known TV personality, plus a very successful chef in France as well. Question number 5. Short version of the name Octavius? Well, that would be Gus. I mean, I get it, but at the same point, I don't. How do you go from Octavius to Gus? I usually, like, when you shorten a name, the letters are already there. Apparently for Gus, nope. All right, so question number 6 is, what is the connection? Well, we had answers such as Susie, Mary, Perla, Jacques, and Gus. The answers there? Well, those are all the mice in Cinderella that we actually know their names for. Obviously, the first 3, maybe you were a little bit like, oh, what? But hopefully Jacques and Gus were the ones that kind of gave that one away. But those are all the mice that we know their names in Cinderella. And again, a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you were able to think of those cute little mice that are making a very special dress for Cinderella. Continuing on now into round number 4. Round number 4 and round number 5 are going to be a chance for us to be able to reflect back on 24 and get excited for 2025. So round number 4 is going to be dedicated to 2024 in Disney. So all these questions have to do with different things that have happened this year and have happened within the Disney brand. So let's get started here with question number 1. In June of this year and November, what ride opened back up after rebranding after a 2009 movie? Question number 2. What Pixar movie was released in June of this year as a sequel to its 2015 movie? Question number 3. What movie came out this past Thanksgiving and crushed all the earning records for that weekend? Question number 4. In July of this year, what Marvel movie was released that features 2 buddies? Question number 5. Name the documentary that was released on Disney Plus on May 31st of this year about an innovator in the entertainment industry. And question number 6. What happened during a nighttime spectacular on June 26th of this year? All right, I'm going to give you a few seconds worth of music, try to come up with those answers, and then I will return. All right, let's relive all of the glory that was 2024. So question number 1. In June of this year and November, what ride opened back up after a rebranding after a 2009 movie? That would be Tiana's Bayou Adventure, aka Splash Mountain. It opened back up in Disney World in June, and then in Disneyland it opened up in November, and I enjoyed it. It's a fun ride. It's enjoyable. Definitely not Splash Mountain, but at the same point still has some of the nostalgia in there, has some of the cool things that was enjoyable about Splash Mountain as well. Question number 2. What movie was released in June of this year as a sequel to its 2015 movie? That would be Inside Out 2. Now that one crushed a lot of records, and it crushed a lot of animation records in terms of how much money they made worldwide and everything else like that. And again, a fantastic movie as well. Question number 3. What movie came out this past Thanksgiving and crushed all the earning records for that weekend? That would be Moana 2. Everyone was wondering, why are they bringing out Moana 2? Why is this not just the TV show on Disney Plus like they wanted? Why are they doing this? Why? They literally announced it in January. Why is it? Why are they rushing it? They crushed every Thanksgiving earning records that is a movie has ever had. That's why. It explains a lot. Question number 4. In July of this year, what Marvel movie was released that features two buddies? That would be Deadpool and Wolverine. And it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. It was funny. Especially my wife is rewatching Gossip Girl right now. And the joke that Ryan Reynolds has in there that pertains to Gossip Girl, even my wife found funny. Question number 5. Name the documentary that was released on Disney Plus on May 31st of this year about an innovator in the entertainment industry. Well, that would be Jim Henson Idea Man, and this one was nominated for a couple of awards as well. I have not watched it. It's been on my to-do list for a while, but it definitely, I love Jim Henson. I love the Muppets. Again, shout out to the Lost Bros. I'm wearing the After All, There's Only One More Sleep Till Christmas sweatshirt. We are getting that much closer to Christmas. You gotta rock it. And because of him, we have a fantastic lineage of Muppets and Sesame Street. Last but not least, question number 6. What happened during a nighttime spectacular on October 26th of this year? Well, 2 boats hit during Fantasmic. If you had said something about that, about the boats hitting the barges, something along those lines, give yourself the point. It looked like it was an extremely windy day that day, and it just so happened the boats got a little bit off kilter, and then the 2 hit. Luckily, no one was hurt, and actually the show did go on and perform that next day. I'm sure it was a simple problem they were able to figure out, but it looked like it was, again, really windy. So hopefully there's still some left in 2024. I'm excited to see Mufasa, see how that turns out. But it should be a good ending to 2024 and a memorable one as well. Wrapping up today's game, round number 5 will be all about Disney in 2025. So we just got done talking about Disney in 2024. These are all the things that we should be expecting in 2025 from Disney. Now, can things change? Certainly. But these are hopefully some of the things that you're looking forward to this coming year. So let's get started here with question number 1. What anniversary will be celebrated this year at Disneyland starting May 16th? Question number 2. What is the theme of a new show coming to Hollywood studios this summer? Question number 3. Set to open in 2025, what movie is getting a 4D show in the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom? Question number 4. What park is getting a new nighttime spectacular called World of Color Happiness? Question number 5. What live action is set to be released on March 21st after much redoing and criticism? And question number 6. What Pixar movie is finally being released on June 13th of this year? All right, I'm going to give you a few seconds worth of music, try to come up with those answers, and then I will return. All right, let's get excited about what's coming up in 2025. So question number 1. What anniversary will be celebrated this year at Disneyland starting May 16th? Well, that would be the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. Super excited about that. It looks like they have a lot of really cool things planned. Should be a lot of fun out in California. Question number 2. What is the theme of a new show coming to Hollywood studios this summer? Well, that would be villains. It's going to be called Unfairly Ever After. Looks interesting. Definitely looks like a lot of fun. Seems like a lot of the things that I'm seeing from it, it looks like it'll be really cool, a lot of fun. Some classic villains, some newer villains as well. I'm interested to see how that turns out. Question number 3. Set to open in 2025, what movie is getting a 4D show in the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom? Well, that would be Zootopia. Matter of fact, all the branding that came out this past week about what's coming in 2025, there's this big fond farewell, goodbye to Dino Land USA and all the attractions that are going to be going on there. Not exactly sure about exact dates that they're going to start tearing everything down in Dino Land, but the Tree of Life getting a new show that's based on Zootopia is just the beginning. Question number 4. What park is getting a new nighttime spectacular called World of Colored Happiness? That is California Adventures. Obviously, they already have the World of Color with the fountains and everything else like that. This is going to be a newer and updated version of that. And again, I am excited to see how that turns out. Question number 5. What live action is set to be released on March 21st after much redoing and criticism? Well, that would be Snow White. Finally, it was supposed to come out this year. It didn't after much criticism. After seeing the trailer, there's still a lot of criticism. We'll have to see how it turns out. Rachel Zegler can sing. I give her that credit. What she said about the movie and everything else in the first set, maybe not the greatest, but if I go and see this, it's going to be with an open mind and the best of expectations and hoping that everything turns out in a positive way. Last but not least, question number 6. What Pixar movie is finally being released on June 13th of this year? That would be Elio. This is one that I swear it's been in production from Pixar for the better part of 10 years now. Feel like we've heard about this one at many D23 events over and over and over again. To finally see it come to fruition this June, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to seeing, especially after the success of Inside Out 2. I'm excited to see what Elio looks like and excited to see what the future of Pixar looks like as well. So again, this is just a small amount of the things that are coming to Disney in 2025. There's a whole lot more. And again, the future is bright and I'm excited to see what comes next. Well, I want to thank you for tuning in this week. I will return in 2025 with more questions and more fun. Make sure you're following us on Apple Podcasts. If Apple isn't your thing, make sure you subscribe everywhere else. If you're watching us over on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and also make sure that you comment down below what your score is. Also, make sure you're following us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mouse in the Mitten. And if you are planning a Disney vacation, I would love to help make sure that it is the best trip it could possibly have. We just talked about some of the new things that are coming, and again, this is just a small amount of them. There are a ton more coming to the park, so if you need some help navigating those, I would love to help make sure that everything goes smoothly. All you got to do is email me at mouseinthemitten@gmail.com and we can get you all set and all taken care of. Well, hey, my name's Court, the dog's name is Milo. I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you in 2025.